So I just like shaved off my mustache. Eat it, charge. Chargy. Why does it sound like I'm saying Charlie Kirk? We're not doing that. I'm so excited for fall. And I'm also so excited for Christmas break, because that's the longest break that we're gonna have until next year. Crazy how it's almost about to be 2027. Crazy. That means I can finally get a tattoo. So I would say the classes, the year that I hated more was mainly both freshman and sophomore year. And if y'all are like, oh, why? I would say because freshman year, it kind of opened my eyes to everything. That no one's really your friend. People won't like you. You don't have to like somebody just because they give you little attention, you know? You don't have to like a boy just because, oh, he asked for a pencil. Oh, he looked at you for 5 seconds and then he looked away. Like, everybody does that. Like, because it will open your eyes to, like, everything and everyone around you. You'll realize no one's really your friend. Everyone's really fake to you. And you might be the fake person yourself. Not in a rude way, but I'm just saying that because I was a fake person once, and if I can change, you can change. Because I would say I was a mean, I was an insane, mean person. I wasn't really mean to the point where I would tell people to go themselves. I would be that insane person I'm gonna give y'all an example that's really true. I was an insane person in 7th grade that made an account on Roblox and deliberately going around Roblox on my other phone when I was playing with my best friend Michelle, and on that account I would say things about myself. Basically meaning I would need to go myself and everything because I really hated myself because I didn't deserve. I really like in my head I'm like I need to do this because I just need to because I don't feel like I should be here and everything. So in 7th grade that's where I was more crazier than any other grade because I really had something out against me. It's like me myself had a hatred for myself because I believed that I wasn't a good person and I believed that I myself, I did not have a reason to even be here because I didn't even know what I wanted to do what I wanted to do for my future. I didn't even know if I wanted to even be a veterinarian. I didn't even know if I wanted to do this. I didn't even know if I wanted to do anything, become a lawyer, become a doctor, become a painter, become something. I didn't know if I wanted to do that because I still don't know. Right now I still don't know, but I'm not insane how I was back then in 7th grade. Because now I know that all the bad things I used to do were just insane. And that I obviously didn't deserve nobody. Now I realize right now that I obviously didn't deserve Michelle. I didn't obviously deserve anybody in 7th grade because how I treated them and how I was treating myself. Because I had something against myself for some reason. So I was deliberately making stuff up so I could I had something out against myself. I don't know what was wrong with me, but I will say that I was insane. I was an insane person back when I was like 5th grade, 6th grade, even 4th grade, and 7th grade. But I changed after 7th grade after I realized I didn't need to be this insane because the way I had treated Michelle, the way I had treated other people around me, and the way I treated my brother and my mom. Well, not my mom. I would say I was just being a stubborn person back then to my mom too. So I could say, yeah, my mom. So obviously, I was never ever like a good person to anybody, obviously. But I after 7th grade, Michelle was the person who I really started looking down to, because, well, up to, because she's freaking tall now. She's younger than me. She's younger than me, by the way. And she really opened my eyes, because she was like the first ever friend that I actually didn't want to lose. And I would say that she opened my eyes to like be a better friend, because I hated how I would assume things of her, and assume things like, oh, do you hate me because, or do you think I'm annoying because, or this or that, because I genuinely thought I really was annoying to people because of how I acted. So that's why I was more insane about myself than more to anybody else. Like, I treated myself like if I was, like if I didn't have a reason or a purpose. So yeah. And kind of because of how people also treated me too. Like, when I was being insane myself, yes, people back then also treated me badly too at the same time. So I would say it was a 50-50, because I would treat them, they would treat me bad, and I try to treat them the same way they treat me. So technically, I'm not gonna say I was trying to be a good person, because I wasn't. But I was an insane person, because there was no reason for me to act like that. I could have just prevented something from that happening. And I had like a lot of like literally like a lying problem. I'm gonna say I was a big liar back then, and now I know how I can tell when people lie, because I was a liar myself, you know. So I'm not saying it's a good thing that I was a liar, but I would say I learned from it, because now I know how to see when people are lying, and I hate them now. I hate liars now. My childhood traumas probably weren't as bad as other people were, but I would say I don't love what I did, but I love that I changed myself. Because now that I completely stopped lying, I stopped trying to make it all about me and everything, and I now see how everyone goes through everyone goes through anything in life. Goes through something bad, and it might not be big, it might not be small, but it's still meaningful to other people out there, because it could be, as I said again, it could be small. It could be a small thing that happened to them, but that they're still traumatized from. Or it could be a big thing that they're still traumatized from. And I would never ever be the same person I was as I was when I was in 7th grade, because I don't want anyone to feel the way I felt in 7th grade, you know. But 9th grade really opened my eyes, I would say, to people, to society, to the community. Everyone deals with a lot of things, and I don't have to be so mean about it. I don't have to make it all about me. I really don't. So now I just sit and listen to anyone's problem, because at the end of the day, everyone's human. Everyone's human. I'm never ever going to be racist to anybody. I'm never ever going to hate someone because of their gender, or because of their necessity, or their sexuality. I'm never, or anything really, because, or their religion. I'm never going to hate on someone because they don't believe in the same thing that I believe, or because they don't like, they like the same gender, they don't like the gender that I like, or that they're not Hispanic, or that they're not black. And then I also can't be rude to kids out there who also have disabilities, because they can't control it. They were born with it. They can't control anything that comes out of their mouth. They can control what their body does, because it's who they are. It's who they are. So I would say ninth grade really opened my eyes to everything, and I learned to develop my friendships with people and to control what I say and how I feel to certain people around me, because obviously no one will care, but then some people will, and people might take it the wrong way. And my opinion doesn't matter to anybody else. It matters to me. You know, like, my opinion is my opinion. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I don't need to make it a big deal that you don't like it. If you have an opinion that I don't like, I don't have to make it a big deal that you don't like something that I like. Just humanity, bro. Have some empathy and humanity for people around you, because at the end of the day, yes, I can be a mean person sometimes. I can't control it. I try to control it, but I can't control it. I can be mean. I can be like, I'm not gonna say I'm never ever gonna be harmful to anybody, because I'm never ever gonna hurt anybody mentally or physically or any type of way, because I'm never ever gonna lay my hands on nobody, even if it's a boy, a girl, a child, an adult. I won't ever, because I don't want to ever be like my dad. I don't want to ever be like my dad. I don't want to be in a person. I don't want to ever be like that, because I believe no kid or anybody should go through that. Because who wants to get hit? No one. As I said again, I don't think I even said this, but I am Mexican. I'm Hispanic. I'm Mexican. I can't speak Spanish for the death of me. If a robber came in front of me and said, speak this in Spanish, or say something in Spanish, might as well just shoot me right there, because I can't. I try to learn, and I try to physically learn it, because I really need it, and I don't want to become a no tapa kid for the rest of my life. I don't want to, and yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want to be known as the girl in my family who looks freaking white but can't speak. Who looks freaking white and can't speak Spanish. I am a Mexican myself, and I won't ever be rude to another Mexican or to anyone. I won't ever be mean, because everyone has their own religion, everyone has their own sexuality, everyone has their own traits, their own personality. Everyone is unique in their own way. And I won't sit here and lie and say, oh, I was never ever a mean person, or I was always a kind-hearted person, because I wasn't. I really wasn't. But now I learned how to actually be that, because I believe people can change. I believe people can change if they have the right person to help them change. I believe that. Even though I'm still healing and everything, because I have a lot of things that go down with me and everything. I can be nice to one day, and then I can be mad the other day. I could be sad, I could be angry, I could be feeling a little bit, or anything. But I will still be here to help anybody out, because obviously everyone goes through something every single day. But 10th grade is where I really had it. It was not because I became a bad person. It was really because I couldn't handle being around anybody no more, because of how everyone was treating my friends, and then how everyone was treating me. For my friends, it was just like, I don't like how people treated my friends, because they treat them like they don't have no chance to get into anything they want to get into, or I just believe that friendship is a good bond when you find the right people. When you find the right friends, the right group of friends, it's like they matter. to you. It's like, it just brings your eyes out when you find that right group of friends. And I found them. And I won't ever say anything bad about them, because what would I need to say about them though, you know? If I had an opinion about them, that I'm not talking bad about them. If I was talking bad about them, it would have been different than having an opinion about them, you know? Yeah. From my personal experience, if you like somebody who you don't talk to and they look at you or for like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or even any amount of seconds, I don't really care. If you start having a crush on somebody who you don't even talk to, and you have these mixed signals, like they do like you, if they liked you, you would have already known, because they would have actually tried to talk to you and not just sit there and look at you from a mile away. Maybe some people do that, but from my personal experience, if there's a guy out there who you feel like likes you, but you don't also feel like they don't like you, and y'all don't talk at all, stop liking him. There's no point. I'm gonna be an honest person with y'all, but with anybody out there watching this, but they don't like you. They don't like you. You could be the kindest, the beautiful, the prettiest girl in the school or whatever, but they won't like you because they're not talking to you. I will say that sophomore slump is real, because I did have it, and I had it like a lot. Like my grades were bad, like so bad, and I had lost so motivation and everything. Like I legit couldn't do it. To the point where I actually almost did it again. So when I mean what I almost did it again, that will be for another story time. No, but I will say that what I mean by I almost did it is and what I mean by that is that I tried doing it in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, and then this year in 10th grade. So yeah, I would just say that now I realize there is people out there who need me, even if I don't realize it. Like at the slightest second, I realized I don't have a purpose, but I still don't know what I don't even know what my purpose is supposed to do, because I'm a junior. I'm about to be a junior, and I still don't know what my purpose is. I still don't know what I want to do for my future. I'm convincing myself that I want to be a veterinarian, but is that what I really want to do? I love animals. I love seeing them, but is that really what I want to do? Is that what I really want to do? I have doubts, because I don't know if I want to continue doing this, because I love doing this. But then I don't know, because I don't know if I still want to be a veterinarian. I don't know if I want to be a painter. I don't know if I want to be a sculptor, because I love that. I love painting. I love sculpting. I love doing YouTube. I love having the thought of ideas of being a veterinarian, but I can't do math. For your first 2 years of your high school year, freshman and sophomore year, don't stress out too much. I would say try to work at least hard, but not too hard, and because you will have a sophomore slump. I will say that. But yeah, JJayquellin out.